I'm shaking. Trucks just get in your blood and it's there forever.
This is the edge of the Simpson Desert. It's home to emus, kangaroos, and plenty of flies. But for the last week, it's also been home to Jeff in his 1943 Chevy Blitz as he travels across Australia.
Crossing the land down under in a vintage Chevy Blitz is a ROADBOSS dream, but Jeff Fulwood is no dreamer, he's a doer. The usually scorched plains of Western Queensland are now tinged green thanks to recent rains, and for Jeff, today marks day 35 of his pilgrimage.
Early 2000, so my first trip was the yearly Outback stuff, from Corn and the Flinders Ranges up to Mungarani, up the virtual track. I just jump in it and just go, and she just keeps going, eh? Last time I come across the desert, there's a few of us, and we had those shearers beds, the cyclone beds, and lay it out. And a number of times I'd wake up in the morning and we saw these marks underneath the beds. But no, I'm not doing it this time when I'm out here by myself. So I just camp up top there, get a nice breeze, get a good view from up there. But I won't let down to 13, because not that I'm superstitious.
Yeah.
Go down. But you can see, look at the walls on the side there, how far they spread out. You've got to be real careful.
Since leaving Shark Bay in Western Australia, the Blitz has touched the Indian Ocean, rolled and sometimes swam along the Great Central Road, and recently encountered Uluru. But now it's time to cross the big red sand dune just outside of Birdsville.
My heart's going. Even though I got a pacemaker, was going. I'm shaking, honestly. I talk to my trucks, and feel part of it. Yeah, when you've been doing it for 52 years, you obviously trucking means something to you. It really does to me. So.
Famed for its legendary feats alongside trucking legend Tom Cruise, no, this Tom Cruise, a Blitz is rarely glimpsed outside of a museum or scrapyard, but Jeff and his Blitz have been best mates for 20 years. And his arrival in Birdsville signifies the home stretch to Byron Bay and real roads.
There's a lot of play in the wheel bearing, so we need to take it off and attack them and adjust them.
What are the chances that an 80-year-old Blitz and Jeff could drive across the country in one go? Poor bookies' odds, I presume, but Jeff's stakes are high. He's doing this trek for charity in his mate Digby. A brief of his epic trip is draped along the side of the Blitz, along with a QR code to donate generously to Variety.
Where it's really quiet, I can hear when it's nearly falling.
How many litres tank, Jeff?
The tank's 65 litres. That's about full there now. So I've got this here, and it means Jilby Bullier. Many years ago, and for a long time, one of my favourite jobs that I've ever done is delivering fuel out to the Aboriginal lands, the APY lands, in this area around here in Australia, Ungnew, Pitjantjatjara, Yungajarra lands out here. In the trucks, we're always helping the local people out there. They're pumping tyres up and fuel and all that sort of thing. And they used to call me Waddy Bullier. And I actually had it written on the front of my truck there for a few years. A couple of years ago, I helped out this old fella out by Uluru. And after I finished, he goes, Jilby Bullier. And I said, hang on. He said, what? I said, you used to call me Waddy Bullier, which means a good man. Now you're calling me Jilby Bullier. And he said, yeah, well, you're old now, old fella. So Gilby means good old fella. That's how I got it on there in Pitchinjara. Don't know what it is, you know, something like trucks just get in your blood and it's there forever. And like I can remember things from trucks, the different colours, the type of trailers they had on from back in the 70s and all little things. I can remember it, but I can't remember much else. I think I was very lucky and to have something like that in my life that I'm so passionate about, and now I can get out of my age and still experience that passion. You know, it still fills me with bloody all sorts of feelings when I get out this whole girl and just go down the bumpy old road here and dust blowing everywhere and just pick up something on the horizon and say, oh, we'll get there, and just keep going until we get there and then pick something else. And I love it. Big part of this trip is doing it in memory of an old mate, Digby Brewer here, who's come up with the idea many years ago about going across Australia and raising money for Variety. He was just passionate about this fantastic charity. About 30 years ago, one of our daughters was in Adelaide Children's Hospital and she wasn't very well at all. I remember coming out and I saw this patient care vehicle backed up to the footpath, and I looked in there and it was a girl about 12 years old sitting up, and she was very, very ill. And I looked at her just with a friendly look, and she always remember, she smiled and waved, and that look and that smile has always stayed with me. And I remember saying to myself, one day I'm going to do something substantial to help kids like you. And now I'm doing it.
So what does life entail when you cross Australia from west to east in a Chevy Blitz? Well, Jeff usually rises with the sun. He sleeps on the flatbed of the Blitz in a swag. He hates sleeping on the ground in case the snakes get him. And he drives till he's had it. The Blitz has a top speed of around 40 kilometres an hour on a good road, which Jeff hasn't seen in 2 weeks. So it takes a good 12-hour day if he is to make any dent into the journey.
I only have 10 tucker. Yeah, nothing fancy. Started to get pretty tired after doing about 12 hours. Really great day. Hopefully we can show people what I'm on about. I can get out there and show people how it used to be done around the 40s, the 50s and 60s. Just go show how tough and resilient those truck operators were back then. Back in those days, this was as good as it got. I'm lucky I can go home and sit on my flash Kenworth and the air conditioning and sleeper bunk and everything else, you know. I was thinking about it today, how I feel. To me, it's always one of the funny feelings is when you set yourself a goal and you achieve it. And then how do you actually feel? Like, surely you feel elated you've done it, but I just think, what's my next goal? What's my next goal? You know, and then you go, reset your focus. Now, all I want to do now is I just want to get to the finish line. Just got to keep those wheels turning just a little bit of the time away. Oh, my dad's always been a truckie. I followed in his footsteps. He used to do a lot of bush work as well, not so much as me, but my first trip was with him when I was 14 and went up the Chevy Truck. And I still remember it like it happened bloody last week. I remember little things that happened on it. Great memories, and there's no doubt that planted the seeds for me wanting to be in Outback trucking. Absolutely a challenge. Every day, like doing bushwork, every day is a challenge. And then when you hit the swag or the bed or something each night, you look back and, I've achieved something today. But probably what means more to me than that, and is the people you meet in the bush, the people that you deal with, you work with, you have fun with, you just become lifelong friends. Just salt of the earth, decent, bloody terrific people. I think there's only one thing I wish I brought I haven't got. That's another friggin' pillow.